She sat on the branch where the animal was perched and began to scoot forward, both hands gripping tight. With quivering fingers, she unwound its legs from the branch and rewound them around her arm. The creature let out a mewling sound. Leela began to edge back along the branch. Fred could hear her whispering prayers under her breath. She stumbled as she landed on the ground and half fell, but made sure to keep the arm with the animal high above her head. Max ran to her. "What is it? Let me see." "It's a sloth," said Leela. Her voice was hushed with awe. "It's a baby sloth." Fred stepped closer. It was one of the most extraordinary things he had ever seen. It was very ugly and very beautiful, both at once. Its fur still had the fluffiness of babyhood. "Let's make it play," said Max. He grabbed at Leela's arm. "No," Leela seized his wrist, cradling the sloth against her chest. "Don't, you'll hurt it." The brother and sister glared at each other. "No, I won't. I'll be soft." "Maxie, you mustn't. It's terrified. It doesn't have a mother to protect it. See, it's shaking." "But I love it." Max looked dangerously close to tears. "But it doesn't need you to love it to death. It needs us to be slow," whispered Leela. "Come on, Maxie, let's take it back to the camp. You can bring the pineapple." Back in the clearing, Leela made a bed of soft grass for the sloth. She set it down on its stomach, where it lay quivering, and held out the pineapple to it. "I want to touch it," said Max. "No," said Leela, as she sat down. "Let him catch his breath." The sloth shook. Leela shook, every part of her radiating longingly. It was probably best, Fred imagined, to leave people alone at such moments. People suddenly bludgeoned by passions were unpredictable. They might bite or cry. He stepped backwards, giving her room. The sloth moved very slowly out of its bed towards Leela. It reached her shoe and crawled so slowly Fred was sure he could hear its muscles stretching and retracting into its fur. Into Leela's lap. With a peculiar, jerky grace, the sloth reached out and grasped the pineapple from between its front claws. Leela didn't seem to be breathing, but it was as if the light came out of her. She seemed to glow out in the forest. The sloth struggled to arrange the fruit so it could bite it, but Leela didn't move. She sat stock still, watching as it sprawled itself comfortably across her lap. It moved like an uncoiled rocking horse, Fred thought. Leela looked up and saw them. "I've never seen one in real life," she whispered. "People always told me sloths are slow and stupid, but I think they're only slow the way a ballet is slow." Very, very softly she laid a finger on the sloth's chest. "I can feel its heart. It's beating fast. It's a different rhythm." The sloth finished chewing at the pineapple. It crawled up Leela's arm and clung to her, up near her shoulder, resting its head just below her right ear. It made a little snorting noise, and Leela's hair ruffled. "He needs a name," said Con. "I've never named anything," said Leela, her neck twisting to look at the sloth. He was trying, very slowly, to eat her earlobe. "I don't have pets," said Fred. It seemed strange for a person who was so clearly designed to live alongside the living things. "I was never allowed one. I begged and begged, but Mama and Papa move a lot for their work, and they said it wouldn't be fair." Leela looked hard at the sloth. She narrowed her eyes. Her lips formed a word. "What's his name?" asked Max. "You have to tell us. It can't be a secret." "Abaxia," she said. "Yes," said Max authoritatively. "That sounds good." "Say it again," said Con. "Abaxia. It's Portuguese for pineapple," said Leela. "Bacca for short." "What, bit like Chewbacca?" Don't miss The Monkeys and the Bees coming up next.